through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am.
Good day. Welcome to African Youth Invention, the AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. This is the continuity of video 3, Microsoft Word 2019. Now, if I go back, now we complete that. The same way we did this, the same way we're going to do this one. The difference is just the color. So just like in my case here, you can still copy this, paste it, and when you paste it, pack it in the center and drag it bigger, and then take this word and change the way I would type here, like AYI 2020 registration course, and then paste. I'll just paste that inside and change the color of this line. I can just go to the outer line and put it black. No, that's a file. You want the outer line, put it black. Now you have a registration form. Now from here we have already the first group. Now I'm not go back. Now we need the table. Now just gonna use columns, 2 columns and then 2 rows. I'm gonna use a table. I'm gonna click here, click at the back, press enter, and then go to insert and click a table. Use this 2 columns, and let's go to design now, or to layout. On layout you have this group. You can manipulate your stuff, which I'll discuss one by one. The first thing is select all the cells. Now firstly, if you click your mouse here, there is a thing appearing here. If you see there's a 2 line appearing here, hold and drag, you can increase the size of your table. The same way on the row, you can also increase, go up and down, hold and drag your mouse. The same way this line, you can also bring it back way in. Now if you put your mouse here, there's a plus appearing. If I click a plus, I can add extra row. The same way, if I come here, by here I can add extra columns. I'm gonna undo. That's what I do. Now if you click your mouse, go to layout. The first group, I can select everything, or the cell, or I can just click here and select only the row, that row, or I can click here and select only the column. So cell, this is a cell, and this is a column, and this is a row. So you can select one block, it's a cell, and then the line of the block in the vertical way, it's a column, and then on the horizontal way, it's a row. Now from here, I can put a grid line on my system. I can go to the property of row, column, cell, everything of my table. But now this is where I'm going to play a role now here. Firstly, I wanted this line to be, so I'll go to the delete line here. If I click a delete line here, sorry, the eraser. If I click the eraser, I will come here, delete this line. Now, if you look at my design here, I have already the first block. This is the first block. Now I'm going to go to the second block here. On the second block here, I'll put my eraser back. So whenever you use the eraser, go put back. Take the draw line and then come here, hold and drag down. I have the second group. I'm going to go back to, we have this student date and a certain number. I can just copy this word, but in your case, please, you must tap it. I have to copy paste to save a time. I'm going to come paste it. So I have this, and I'm going to go also copy this one too. And I have this. Now if it's not fitting, I can still drag this back to fit it, or hold this button, drag away and move closer now here. I can highlight this group and then go to home and then change the same font, which I'm using Time Roman. I will tap Time New Roman and then have the same. Now I have that first block. I'm now copy this group. I'll copy this. Please print the use black copy, and then I'm gonna come here, click inside and then paste. So in your case, just come inside and tap the word. It's the same thing when I'm pasting, or if you have a word, you can copy paste. Now if you look at this word on our design here, it's only 2 lines So on here, but that's why there's a tool. I can drag this thing back and then the fit, because I want this line to be the same line with this one. The same thing on this side, I will drag to be the same line with the top, same direction of that one. Now we finish the first group, I will drag this back. I can also drag this thing. Now we're gonna go back, and then we want this. We want this line. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's a two-way. You can highlight this, and then if you go to layout, you will see here there is a split the cell. So if you place a split cell, you can say how many columns do you want. We say you will still have two row. So 1, 2 row, but we need more column. We need about, if I go back to here to our original, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. So I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna put highlight here, and then highlight these two cell, and then go to split cell. Keep the 2 columns, but put 9. Sorry, keep the 2 row, but put 9 columns. Say okay. Then we have this. Then we have this block. So then I'm gonna go back. This last block, it's got the full block. So I'm gonna go to our Microsoft Word, and I'm gonna use eraser. Click the table, and go to layout, and then use eraser. Erase the middle line. Then we have that one. Now on this thumbnail, you will see I have the view, so I can put date here. Let's just put date. That's what it did. Okay, you put date. We got date, month, yeah. So I'm gonna go back. So you just tap DG, M, Y. Now highlight this block and change the color. Go to and then change this color to a little bit lighter, like the way it's viewing, so that people can view. Mustn't affect when someone what not there. Make it a light later like this. Now if you look at our design here, this is a little bit the background, there you go, the color. So I'm gonna go back here. I'll highlight this 4 block, and I'm gonna go to this and put, no, you're gonna use the dress, you're gonna use the temp color and put the temp color, and then it's gonna hide everything. And the last block also, it's also got a temp color. Now we have the first thing now. If you click any table from here, you can move it whenever you want it. From here, you have the first group already. Or here you can just fix this, move. Now we're gonna go to look at the second group. The second group is just a shape. You can do this. Just copy any shape here. All I need to do, copy any shape. Like if I go to Microsoft Word, I'm just gonna copy. I can just copy this shape, copy, and then paste it, and then tap that word. Copy those words. Choose the course, and after paste it inside. Now all you need to do is just to change the size, because the original is not so big. So and then you go to format, and then you put that background. It's a little bit like this, and come here and then remove the line, no line. You can minimize it. If it's kind of like this, all you need to do is to change the margin of your, go to the margin and minimize this margin. Now you can make it smaller the way you want it. But I see it's got also the line outside, so I have to put a line outside. Just go here and put a line, but it mustn't be too thicker. It's not too thick. It's small. Now that is the second line. Now we're gonna go to the table. the price list table. I'm gonna go back to here. From here, you count now. Here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you got 1, 2, 3 columns. So I'm gonna go. Because firstly, I can just do one, and then you will keep on adding the one later. So let's put 1, 1, 2, 3 column. So what do we do? We're gonna go back. I'm just gonna click away. Sorry, if it's complicated, click this, click your mouse away. I'm gonna go to insert, so I'll put a table. I just need 3 columns. So, but now I'm gonna zoom it, but I don't want it to be bigger as the way they did. So minimize this, minimize this. Hold this and you can move your table. Minimize this, hold your mouse and drag. Now let's look at the design now. The design says the first is Microsoft and the Mac. So I'm gonna copy the Microsoft Office. Now I need to delete this. So you can highlight this and you go to layout. You see this thing called merge. Merge means you can merge this and then remove. And then tap here and it become one. So I will drag this to give a space. And then this was Mac. I tap the Mac, but at the end I change the font, which is a font Time Roman. And then from here, I'm gonna minimize this. Sorry. Then you have everything. Now, if I go back, so you got the place for price. So the second one, I'll copy this. So you need to copy the word, but in your case, like you must tap, so I would just do like this, push this little bit here, and get this mark, because this is a mark. Okay, something like this. Then I'm gonna go click, tap, I just need the computer training, and then I'm gonna go to Microsoft Word, paste it. Now it does not fit because my size may be small. Let me push a little bit like this. Hold and drag. Okay. Now it's fit, but the price area need, like we could say 700. Now we go to the first group on make it. Okay. Now look now, what come bottom it's become easy. So all you need to do, you click here because I'm gonna have to paste it to save time, not to make a video shorter. Copy, like in your case, you tap like this. Once you tap this, like if you tap here, control, I tap this and I can tap the price here, 1,000 here. Okay, so I may change everything here to the font to change everything. And then change the same size like this. Okay, that is too small. Now, what you need to do, just move your mouse here and then click here. There's a plus here. Click here, you have a new block again. Come this block, tap the way as if you look at here, it says after that there's a Microsoft Excel. Just now copy this, like Outlook. Paste and then put the price for Outlook. And same thing, press plus, a new one, continue. But one thing, you can also use the same. I can highlight like this and go to layout. There is a symbol here. This does mean insert a below a new row, more row. If I want to delete this row, I will highlight this. I will say delete the row, that is gone. Delete the row, that's gone. And the column is going to be like this. I just click here. If I say layout, delete the column, that column is gone. So I can undo to come back. So you can delete the column, delete the row for here. Yeah, you can add a row. I can select here and I say add a new row like this, or add a block like this on the left, or everything. Now that's the one. I'm gonna undo. So from here, there's a tool. Just keep on pressing plus, or or you just highlight and then insert below, and then look at this, the way done. This. There's only one that is full here, which is, let's say, I'm gonna consider total here. I'm gonna go to my word. I'm gonna tap total here. Now, the one who come here, if I click here, what they did now, they just click first the other one, and this one, just go to erase this. And then if you highlight this block and go to home and then put it a color, which is what you view there, here, and then this, or you highlight the entire block, and then you put the theme color. So from here I can continue. Now you have total, and then after total you will have what you see here, which is other courses. So other courses, so you copy here, you tap other course for here, but now they don't have this one, so you're gonna go to layout, take eraser, and then remove this eraser. And then they put in the center, highlight your word, go to home, and then put the center. Or even by design, if I click this one, I want the center. Layout, you see here, you can put in the center, you can put on top of the center, left of the top. You can park them the way you want to park it. Play for here, and it's the center, everything. Then the same way, and they continue tapping like the way, like life orientation. Paste here, and then you put a price, and then you complete. Now this is a complete. Then the other side, what they did on this side, they just copy this, paste and modify. I'll do it for you. What I do now, I have to copy this. Okay, so what they did here, they just paste this, they just copy this table. I just copy, right click, copy, and then put away, paste it. Now when you paste it and then pack it nice, hold on that, hold and drag and pack it nice. And then I think I have extra one here. Let me do this one. I'm going to undo. Okay, you paste this and then drag it. And after you drag it, then you modify it. If you see, if I go back to my original graphic design mark, this look similar to this one. They only change the weight. So as I say, you can do this. I'm gonna go to the last part of the mark. Now what I did now is just copy this and then paste here, and then you modify this. Now you're gonna go do the other one, which is the bottom one. So how the bottom one works, if you look at here, the first thing, I'm just gonna put 2 rows first. I'm just gonna put 2 rows, and this one will do it easily. So let's go first for 2 rows. We're gonna go to insert, and then you put just 2 rows, and we look at now here on the 2 rows. The first one, it's a full one. It's a personalized detail. I'll copy it. I'm gonna go to here. Just gonna tap it, and I know this is gonna be the full one. So before I did this one, I'm just gonna click plus here to have a new one, and I want to be full. I'm just gonna drag to be accurate with the top, everything. Okay, now the first group I highlight, go to layout, and then you merge them, and then I'm gonna centralize the weight. This one, what you view here, you can change the direction of your weight, everything the way you want it. And this one is a margin. The margin is a gap between the weight and that one. I mean undo. Now if I want the margin to be big, I'll come here, look what happened. If I increase the margin, you will see it's moved more down because I increased the margin. So I'm gonna go to, that was the top margin, I put back to 1, and then look what happened. And I can go another margin, the bottom one. That's the bottom one, and I can put it to 1. Mostly I use 1, it's better. Put 1, everything, comma 1, comma 1. Let's say okay. But it's too big. I'm gonna make it more smaller because it's make your box bigger, which is I can minimize 0.5, 0.5. Okay, at least like this. Now we have the face done. If we go back, I need to go to coloring, and then the second, how many columns we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got 16 columns. I want to first put the bottom one. First, leave this side because this side, just to keep the design nice, I'm gonna go to put like color like this. So whenever I put this will remain always, I will have this form. As you see here, this form here, one pattern. So I'm gonna consider now this part again. I will do this one in chart. Click the table. Now I'm going to layout. I'll use put the line here, and I'll put the initial here, and then that's my initial. Then here I'll include those part I need, which is I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll highlight this group. I'll put inside here. I just click inside here, and I'll say split this to 4 columns. Then I have that, and then here I will go put the coloring initial and tap initial. And then I'm now going to layout, centralize it, and I'm now going to home and then change the coloring to time. And here we have this word. I'm just going to copy paste them. This Mr. and then copy paste them. Copy. I think we're missing one. So I'm gonna first merge it because number say 5. So to fix it, I'm gonna first merge it and then split it again. And I'll say now I need 5. Okay, then I have it back. Okay, you can just tap this. It's Miss. We go to Mr., Miss, Miss, Doctor, I have. So I'm gonna go back. I just highlight this, and then you go put this. Now you put on the weight color to be a little bit down. I don't know what is something red. So you tap all the 5. Then on this side here, we have, I can minimize this. I'm not going to use a door. I'm going to door here, and then door here. I'll put back, and I'll put here. I'll highlight this here and put in the center. Change my font, which is the one we're using. And then I'm going to go to layout. Put the color in. Now here, how many initial you got? I'm going to go back to check. You got the 4 here, also got the 4 here. So what I'll do now here, I'm going to go back to here, and I'll highlight this, and I'll just click to layout, and then I'll say I need 4 column, and also here I need also 4 column, and I'll write that 20 2 here 0, and you highlight this word, and then you centralize them in the center. Now that's done for the face. And the second one, that was a title, and then the second group, you're gonna go back to it's empty, surname and first name, and then I'm gonna go back to put birth date. I'm gonna go back to here. So I can highlight here, insert below. Then we have name, and we go to surname. So before I do face, I always first click to create a new one. Then I can start make change that I can put date of birth. Now on date of birth, now there's a change on their row. So you go look at the design phase. So what they tell us, I'm gonna put first the gender, and then I'll put 2 here, and I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So 8 here, 8 column, and then we have a gender, big one, and have 2 male. So first put a gender. I'm gonna go to my table. I'm gonna use first the line. I'll put first the gender. Then the gender have a background which is this color, and I'll tap gender. I'll highlight this gender, and then I'll go to layout, centralize it. Now we got 8 here, 8 columns. I'm gonna split it 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 column. We have 8, and then you have 2 here, 2 gender. 2 gender, just say okay, and then we'll write male and then female. So we'll highlight this, and then we'll centralize them. That's how you can do it. Very easy way. Now I'm gonna go to here and click one more, and go to the third. What is follow on the third one after the babe? I know you got date here, G. You can put this G, and then year, month, M, month, and then put year. Highlight this, and then go change the color to a little bit lighter. Now we go to on the third one after date of birth. We have a marital state, and then occupation. So, and then we've contour the time. So what I will do now here, I'm gonna consider days started, and then preferred language, English other. Okay, now there is ID number and passport number first, and then the marital status and occupation is 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put ID, and then here I'm gonna go to layout. Here it's a passport number, and then I'll say port number. Then I'll highlight this and put in the center ID number. Now we also have ID number, so you're gonna have 13 ID number. Gonna have, you count how many columns we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 numbers, and the passport number mostly can be between 6 to 10, between 5 to 8 mostly, but I can put more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but not more than 10, most of passport number. So I'm gonna go back to say, we go here, sorry, we go to our design. So we need 8 here. I'm gonna come here, put 13, because as the ID number, 13. And then here we need 10, passport number, 10 block, finish. Now you go for let that was a marital status, and then the occupation. So on here we'll look at what they did there. On the occupation, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you got the English other, so and home language. Okay, that's what occupation, home language. So I'm gonna put preference and home language. So what I'll do now here, I'm gonna go back to here, and then we're just gonna take a line and then draw like this, and then we do have, I think we continue down more. So what do we have here? We have language, and we have other, and we want to put this centralize, and you change the time, and then we apply that background From here, we go to 4, so I'm gonna go to layout and then change, split it to 4. And here there's two language or two other language. You can put 2. Okay, and the same thing from here. We can also put 2. Now occupation. Now that is a first group, and then here they write divorce, single, married. I'm just gonna copy this. Married. Okay, and then you continue the other one, which is okay. Now follow up. I'm gonna go click another one. On here, if you look at this and say contact data student, I'll copy this. And then I'm just gonna merge this layout, merge. And I don't want to be this color because there's no coloring on that one. Now there's a coloring one. And then paste that contact for me, contact student, and I'll put it in the center. Now we are on this group now here, on the second group. Now here, it must be very wide. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 row. So I'm gonna go to write 5 row. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put 6, but we'll consider 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So highlight these 4 and then merge them. Now we have that block. If I go to that block, it's this way, no, physically address. So I'll copy it, but does not have a background color. So I'm gonna go back to inside and then paste this. I'll centralize this word and then I will remove the background. I'll go to home and say don't put the color there, no color. Now inside the first group, on that what is inside there, we look at the first group. It's house. This table also is not look good. House number and then email address. So you have one group here. I can just draw a line and then email address, so I can put to this already have idea what they're trying to say here. So I'm gonna face house number. I will tap house number and then I'm just gonna go to layout, take a line and then draw the line straight like this and then put back. Then we have a house number and then we go to street, sub, town and PO box. So I can highlight this and go to make it the center if I want to put it, or leave the left, give them a same size, everything, and then they also got the background, which is now we finish for that group. And then if you look at follow up on that, you will see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group here, telephone number, and then you go to email address. So the email address and telephone number, I'm gonna focus for email address, telephone number. Okay, so we got email address, and then you paste the email address here, and then we go to this, nothing's there, put the something, telephone number, I would prefer to cut this, there was a mistake on them. So I would prefer to use, because if you look here, It's look, there's only one line, there's a mistake there, so I'm gonna go to like this. I'm gonna go to layout, put back. Now highlight this block and merge them. If it's complicated, go to eraser, erase. Okay, now we have the telephone number place, and then we bound it. Now we have these three places: cell, work, and then cell, work. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we put cell, work. Then on the final side, which is we're gonna create this. This is make 3 columns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna go back 10 number. Just now highlight these 3 columns and go to layout, and then we have split. We do have 3, and we need 10 columns. Now we got the number. Now that's where we finish the first group. Whenever you have issue like this, you can just drag back. So we're gonna go to the last group. If you look here, we're done for this group. Now we're gonna go to post school details. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So we're gonna go here. We have 1. So as I say, you can use this one. 5, that's the last one. And then if you look at their design, we have 3 together. I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna go to 3. These 3 can be merged, and then the word will paste here, and then we centralize the word, and that's a 3. Then on here we look at what we want. So the third one is blog. So here we have 1 here. So we're gonna put this line and a student number. I'm gonna copy this so far and split this. So what I'll do, I'm gonna take a line, put somewhere here, and then like this to post the student number. I think 1 is missing here. So we're gonna take this like this, and we're gonna do this. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, and we're gonna just put this line here. We're gonna copy this office user, paste here, and we're just gonna move the color on this one, no color, and then we're gonna copy this company. Now if you click here, you can go to here. We check how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We split 6, and then on this one here it's empty. That's empty. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we just need to delete this one. Then we highlight these 2, and then we split 6, 8. Now that's what you can do, and then you copy this word like employee, employee, how you can design a table on Microsoft Word. The last part we can discuss is the design. Now the design, it's actually when you want to design, I want to modify this. Let's say I want this table to look nice. I can come here, click the entire table and choose the way I want to look nice, beauty. That's the purpose for design table. I can look like this, look more neater or beauty. So it's just choosing a design until whatever please you, like I can choose here. It says change my design. And the other thing, you can also remove the column, the first column out or put last column, so you can change here. And then you can also change the shadow of the entire table, like this. Put the entire table color background. But because our design composed already with land, so I don't think that look nice. I'm gonna do the way it was before. If I click again, I got layout and then sorry, design, so I can put the line, change this line. I can click here, change this line the way I want it, change the size everywhere. Just go click somewhere, everywhere want to change. You can also change the color of the line. You click the line or click on the area you want to change, click here and put back. That's all. This border is the same thing we discussed on the home page. What you view is the same as whatever line. Now that is a benefit of table. So you can create anything in table. As you see as the project, how we design this table, and you can go to the projects. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you for next video on AYI trainings. Please subscribe to AYI so you can see a few more videos coming.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind